Okay, hey folks, this is just a quick off-the-cuff sort of PSA. I know a lot of you in my audience and that follow me are probably small business owners or business owners that are kind of in that category where your bookkeeping and your tax services and those sorts of things are provided or need to be provided by some sort of efficient provider. Not, you don't have CPAs on staff, you don't have a CFO and those sorts of things. And over the last handful of weeks, a lot of us just got dumped by Bench. They went out of business, they closed the doors, they stopped offering services, gave no refunds, left our books a mess. And they were a lot of stress before because, and I should have seen the red flags that they were deteriorating. My books were like 6 months out of whack. I couldn't get any responses from them. But anyway, I didn't see it coming. They literally, over the Christmas holidays, sent an email that says, "We're done. You have no services and we're not supporting." They even closed the site, so I couldn't even get my data. And so they subsequently got some sort of bailout or acquisition or whatever out of insolvency from employer.com, which that experience has been disastrous as well. Anyway, ultimately, I know there are a lot of you that are probably in the same situation, and you're getting, a bunch of people, which is great, sort of rallying to pick up the pieces that and the lurch that Bench left us in. But anyway, I want to give a shout out to who I selected, which was Kick, and magical. Not only did they go above and beyond to kind of help me recover my books and my data, it was super easy. Even without that data, I just quickly hooked up all of my sort of inputs, bank accounts, credit cards, Amazon, all those sorts of things that are generating revenue and sources of that financial data. And it just automatically sort of worked. And I instantly, even before I was able to recover my data from Bench, which I've subsequently done, and they're now laying that in as well. But even before that, like literally in moments, I was up and running. I could see my cash flows. I could see, my P&Ls for the last few months. Again, just sort of automatically, it got me back in alignment so that I could reference my finances. So I just can't say enough about Kick. And if you're in this position, Kick, I think it's kick.co. I would highly recommend them. They've picked me out of this this really stressful period and not having access to my business finances. So if you're in that situation, I would highly recommend you give Kick a shout, schedule, even just sign up, because before I even had my scheduled meeting with my bookkeeper, like I said, I signed up and just instantly connected everything, and it just worked. And I had a usable financial picture, cash flows, P&Ls, balance sheet, all that I needed to kind of get through until we had our kind of official. And then everything since then has been fabulous. Plus the actual software, again, I'm probably rambling because it has been magical. Even the software itself is better than what I was using with Bench and I had used before with QuickBooks with another provider. So anyway, definitely try out Kick.